Bant Overlords already feels incredible by itself, but when you add in Zur as a win con, this deck feels pretty unstoppable. That's right, guys. Today we are playing a deck list that I find to be extremely busted at the moment. This is probably the best deck that I have to run on the ladder right now. I don't put together a lot of meta stuff, so this right here feels incredible. It has good answers to a lot of things, but it is a Zur deck. If you're not familiar with Zur, it can animate your enchantments into creatures and give them hexproof, lifelink, and all sorts of benefits, which is really awesome when you pair this thing up with the Overlords, because you can go ahead and impend the Overlords in on the battlefield for their cheaper cost, and then animate the enchantment itself later in the game to swing through and get the effects of its attack as well, because we all know that these also get benefits when they're attacking in. Now, this is just basically a Bant deck, and there is no black sources in the mana base for the Zur, and that's because we do run 4 Hauntwoods. Hauntwoods is not only going to give us that black source necessary to close the game with the Eternal Schemer, but it's also going to turn on the Leyline Binding for 1, of course. The rest of the deck, again, this Bant shell has kind of been everywhere in all sorts of forms, so there's nothing super unfamiliar here. You got the Beanstalk for endless card draw, and then we've also got some early game magic here to keep us alive, like a full set of Smites, 2 Get Lost, 2 Soul Partitions, 2 Bounce spells out the Horned Lockwell, and then everything else is going to draw us extra cards off the Beanstalk. And we've got the sweeper of all sweepers, Sunfall, today, and man, let me tell you guys, again, I really like this deck. I think you guys are going to like this one as well. It feels extremely good, and Zur has kind of been popping off for everybody lately, so I had to try it myself, and I was very happy. So enjoy this one, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, today we are playing some Zur. We need to play something big and bad, man. So this deck is going to have to do it for us, because we have been struggling on the ranking ladder as of late, so I need to get back into the swing of things here with some big wins. I think I'm going to have to drop that off, which is really tough for me to do, but I've already got one. And I'm looking for things like Beanstalk and whatnot, so I can continue drawing cards. I do have the Flood Pits, which is cool, but yeah, we've been trying out all sorts of nonsense on the ladder, man. I've been trying to put together some really fun decks for you guys. Thank goodness, you know, Foundations is around the corner, because I really could use some new cards, some fresh ideas, because we've kind of hit a bit of a limit on all the fun things we can do. We might be doing a little bit more meta stuff until the end of the month, or you know, the early parts of next month, until we get Foundations, because we've really kind of tapped the well, I feel like, on all the fun things we can do. I've been trying. I have a pretty fun discard deck that I'm trying to, you know, get ready for tomorrow, but it hasn't been working super well. The win rate is a little bit too low for my liking. All right, let's go Flood Pits. Let's go Flood Pits here, and then Leyline Binding the Wildfire. Those are some great cards. I guess I could just smite it, couldn't I? Man. Is it the Overlord of Hauntwoods again? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I just feel like all of this removal here is so good against the opponent we're up against. They're playing Delirium Golgari, but I'm not sorry, Gruul, but they've added some, you know, black into the mix here for some Jund, which makes things a little interesting. I don't know what they're up to, but I don't know what the black's about, but it's usually red-green. Shieldred, that's a card. That is a card. We'll be taking that. That's also a card. If I play that now, I won't have the means to animate anything. All right, so for now, let's go ahead and just bring this down, get some 2/2s in front. And next turn, I will be able to animate at least one of these things with Zur. I think I'll take the advantage, obviously, to bring in the Overlord of the Mistmoors to create some more bodies. Who knows, though? I may just be sweeping the board, depending on how aggressive they want to lean. All right, and then they've got a fear missing out. So this is a card that gives them double attack steps if they can get their Delirium high enough. All right, looks like we're gonna be okay here. Here we go. Let the fun begin, guys. This is why Zur is so amazing, because we got the Overlord of Mistmoors in for 4, and it's now swinging in with the 7/7 body the following turn with protection. So you don't, you know, play it, you could play it out for 7 as a creature and then swing in the following turn, but for 4 mana, you get to play it as an enchantment, which protects the body pretty well, and then the very next turn swing in. I mean, it's pretty busted. I don't see how they come back from this, if I'm being honest. This deck has been phenomenal for me. I think I'm on like a 6-game win streak right now. It's been silly how good this thing is. All right, a 2/3 that creates some other insects for them. They do fly, interesting, okay. And then I could just animate the flood pits as well. Ugh, sorry guys, a little tired. Oh wow. They choose to tear asunder and get back their Shieldred. Interesting choice there. Yeah, why not? No need to take damage on drawing cards here because I am going to be bringing the flood pits in and drawing cards, so I'd rather just not deal with that. GG's though to the opponent. On to the next one. All right, we get to go first. Our hand is, shoot, our hand isn't great, but I'll keep it. If I find one more green land, it does turn on the binding for 1 here, so see what happens, man. I need the green though. Another Jund player? What in the world? We found the green. I haven't seen Jund in I don't know how long, and that's back-to-back Jund players here. Sure. Some reanimation. Ooh, good find. Not needing to take any damage is great. Turns on my blue over here as well. Love me some Hauntwoods, man. Hauntwoods is busted. It is one of the greatest cards ever printed. Nah, it's a little dramatic, but it's very good. I love the card a lot. Another Bitter Reunion here. They haven't put anything significant into the graveyard yet. There's a Carnosaur. That makes things a little more interesting. I suppose we try it, see what happens. I don't have any instant speed magic now to play to protect anything, so kind of hanging everything out there on the line here, but I feel okay because typically this is the time they want to reanimate on 4 these days. I can't think of anything in Jund though if reanimates on 4. I guess there is some stuff, but 5 is typically the color, you know, 5 is typically the amount of mana you need for this color scheme. All right, looking good. Looking good. Don't need any more land. All right, it's on them to act now. I've got untapped resources that I can use my Leyline Binding, Soul Partition, bounce some stuff. See what happens. I would imagine Carnosaur's coming back here, and then they're going to activate a Bitter Reunion to give it haste, whatever it comes down with. Or not. Just gonna throw 4 to the Hotwoods. They've got another burn spell here, obviously. Surely they have another burn spell here, right? Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, that makes sense. Soul Partition it away or what? I don't see why not. Why not? I thought that was a bit odd. I'm actually glad they played something there because I was very confused and I'm like, please don't tell me they made that mistake. It's never really fun to win games that way when people make a little bit more mistakes. You know what I mean? All right, so their Hauntwoods has 2 more turns before it can be activated. Beanstalk is fine. Not great, but it's fine. Avatar, okay. Avatar. It's gotta be, okay, for these, obviously, never mind. That was silly to be confused about. All right. Beanstalk goes off. Like I said, I'm pretty tired, guys. I'm feeling it right now. All right, we take the Overlord. They say good game. Oh, perfect. Now it might be a good game because now if we attack in, we're going to deal the 12 damage. Even if they sweep us up here somehow with like a, you know, a 5 damage across the board here. Temporal Firestorm, something crazy, or even like a Devious Cover-Up. Obviously they're running black. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Devious Cover-Up. I could just flash in my whales for the win. But then again, the Overlord though will be able to block, so maybe that's not for the win. I guess we just gotta hope they don't have a sweeper, which it doesn't seem to be the case. They did GG us, so I feel like they've kind of, in some ways, conceded here. Sure. And it's another Overlord. Dealing some damage to one of my creatures or my face. I don't know what they're going to do this time. It's the face. I guess that's interesting. Okay. Are they going to use it for defense, though? They're not. They're not using it for defense. G to the G's, my friend. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they didn't have enough for lethal there anyways, did they? No, they did not. All right, we're rolling, man. This hand looks pretty good. I've got a lot of good mana here, and I can, you know, run it out into the flood pits. We don't know the matchup yet. That may be relevant. I'm going to hang on to it. We'll see what happens. All right, we see a swamp. Probably not going to be relevant. That's tough to throw away, but I need to hit some land drops here, and I need to get closer to like a beanstalk or something. Opponent, though, does see a little bit of my hand there. Okay. Plenty of removal, so take your pick. I'll get it right back. It's all good. That's the problem with the Deep Cavern Bats sometimes, is that you run into an opponent like me where I've got so much removal to choose from that, you know, it's a little tough because you're just going to have it blown up anyways. What a top deck by us, too. Very nice. This is an opponent, though, that I would really like a Beanstalk. A Beanstalk would shut this opponent's game plans down, but, you know, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to find it. That's typically how these things go. Alright, give me a Beanstalk. Not lucky enough. Alright, let's see if this can find it for us. Oh, we did find a Beanstalk. Let's go. That's big. That's big time. Alright, no lands. Alright, I'm gonna actually save the Leyline Bindings until we can get the Beanstalk down, maybe? Assuming they play something here. A Dross. Okay, I can live with the Dross. I can live with that. Should I? No, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we go with the Beanstalk, of course. And then we hit the, let's see. Oh, what a pull there. What a pull. Hit the Dross. I mean, there's really no reason not to just hit all of them, right? I don't see why not. And then let's just save the mana here to see what the opponent plays next. I'm very curious to see what they've got going on. I mean, a third Leyline Binding there. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We got super lucky. We got the Beanstalk and we got another Leyline Binding. That was crazy. All right. I'm going to play this just because there may be some other targets that I may want to Leyline more. Get Lost can't hit as many targets as a Leyline can. Not that I think it's going to matter here, but you never know. Well, I guess Get Lost, though, could hit a land and we can't hit a land with Leyline Binding. Maybe that was a mistake. All right, they find a land. Oh, double Beanstalk. Double GGs. Double beans means double G's. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about this, but it's going to be pretty ugly pretty soon because these Overlords are about to flip too. And it's just a matter of time until I find a Zur, and once I do, the game is for sure over because I can just turn on all of these enchantments, swing through for more than 20. Sheesh. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. GG's, man. This deck is by far one of the best ones I've played all week. This is phenomenal. All right, we're going first with a decent looking hand. I've got double blue here with the flood pits, but not double green, which I'm hoping for because I could get the ley line down for cheap. This hand literally couldn't look much better. Oh boy. I guess it could if I had a Sunfall. I guess it could. Oh boy. Is this where our downfall happens? Opponent in the top 1600 too with tokens? Interesting. Hopefully the flood pits can find us that Sunfall. Something tells me we're gonna get hit with Hop to It next turn. Ooh, it's a good card, but I need to get something down now. Taking a hit here though. Come on, Sunfall. Be with me here one time for the one time. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, maybe I drop a Zur? I don't know. Yeah, probably a Zur. I only need one. I'm trying to activate that at a very specific time. This is going to be tough, man. This is going to be tough. I do have a 1-mana Leyline Binding next turn with the Overlord hitting, and then I can turn everything on with Zur the following turn. So we might be okay. It really depends on how aggressive they are, and that's not that aggressive, so I can live with that. I can absolutely live with that. All right, we are gonna basically be giving them another counter to place on one of their creatures here, which is a bummer. I don't think that's too much of an issue though. Okay, that is probably gonna have to be the target, right? Or do we absorb? Do we try to stop 3 damage from getting through here? I don't know. Maybe it is to take one of these out. I feel like this is the most dangerous card out of the 3. Ah, that just doesn't feel good though. It doesn't feel good. I should have done that before it attacked. I did not realize it gave the 1/1 counters to any rabbits. I thought it was just tokens. That was a lack of understanding of the card. 3 and then 2 mana turns on one of these. Okay. That seems fine. Let's play this out. So I don't have to take any damage here. I still have to take damage. White, blue, yeah, no. Like so? Yeah, let's do it like so. I'm trying to avoid taking any damage here if possible, which was definitely possible. I don't know why they did it that way. All right, so then I can turn this on. Gaining 5 life here on the attack would be pretty sweet. Gosh, is that what I want to do though? Go to 9 and then try to chump block one of these with a Zur? Or should I just leave this back to maybe block with? There's a good chance they remove it though. Yeah, this isn't good, man. They went off to a very great start here, and I really screwed this game up by making that subtle misplay. I gave them the extra 1/1 counters from the Phineas. I should have activated the Leyline Binding a lot sooner. They have something here for 1 mana. Giving it 2/2. Wow, okay. You know what though? Honestly, that benefits me in my opinion. Because that's a trade-off. I don't think they saw the Death Touch, maybe? Yeah, in my opinion, that's a win for us. Because now the attack back into me is not as bad. That was best case scenario. I don't know why they did that, to be honest. So now I gain a life, and that's 1 less attacker I've got to worry about for this turn. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, that's a problem, though. That is a big, big problem. Oh, boy. We may actually want to look into the Selesnya Rabbits deck again, because there are a lot of new tools. I mean, that's GG's right there. There are a lot of new tools that make this deck extremely interesting to me, like the Sheltered by Ghosts. And I haven't played Rabbits in a long time since they came out, so it might be time to revisit that. That might be a deck list we play this week. This card is very interesting, though. Gains flying and becomes a horror enchantment. Ugh, that's such an interesting choice to put into the deck there. What was my life total there at the end? -1. Yeah, had I taken that Phineas earlier, I'd still be alive for at least 1 more turn here. That is a bummer. All right, we got the opponent going first here. We're going to keep this hand. We got the Beanstalk and some early interaction. Hopefully we get there, though, with the going second here. I do have the Flood Pits, too, which is nice. A lot of good answers here. Just not sure what the opponent's on yet. Looks like mono black discard, maybe. Okay, nope. Golgari. Golgari. Zer. I do need the Zer for late game. I'm still kind of kicking myself in that last game. I feel like it was winnable against a pretty high ranked opponent. Would have been nice to get that one under our belts. All right, so they've got a pretty good start here. Let's get this down. Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's get this rolling here. A Smite. Probably not a very relevant card. Smite can go. And what else can go here? Probably a Sunfall, I would assume. I think a Sunfall's fine to get out of here. Shieldred. It's a card. That's a card that I don't want to see. Nice. That allows me to play another Beanstalk here. Okay, so we've got Sunfall now. Or what? Not Sunfall, I'm sorry. Leyline Binding I can take the Shieldred with if they play another one here. Okay, so they're gonna go for the Demon. Okay. Which means drawing cards is still a viable option for me here, so it's not terrible to draw a card here. So I will take the option to draw 2 cards and take out the 6/6. Another Leyline Binding's good. I'm looking for a Hauntwoods here. A Hauntwoods would get us to that 1-mana Leyline Binding. And I can also activate a Zur. I need to get that Hauntwoods first before I can get the Zur onto the battlefield, because I need to basically activate a swamp. They're going for another Demon. Okay. Just looking to try to drain us here with the Demon game plan. Again, I think this is the play. Another Leyline Binding's good. And then, I mean, do we play this or do we try to set up for another Leyline Binding potential? I'm gonna set up for another Leyline Binding just in case. Let's see what they play. It could be an Aclazotz. It might be time to grab the Aclazotz off of them. That is fine. Kind of a bummer, but fine. Duress. Duress can only take the Sunfall or the Binding. They are absolutely going to take the Binding, so let's just play this out now. And we'll take their ability to draw cards here, which is nice. There goes the Sunfall. That was their only option, really. Come on now, we need a Hauntwoods. A Hauntwoods is basically a card that is a requirement for us to really pop off here in the end game and try to close this thing out. They do activate the Unholy Annex again, sure. Bummer. There it is. Hauntwoods has been found and located. All right, let's get that down. And then next turn we can go crazy. Go absolutely absurd with the Zur. That's nice. We found another Hauntwoods. 2 cards. 1, 2. Yeah, we've got a lot of ammunition next turn, man. A lot. Yeah, this should be pretty solid for us here. Don't really see how we don't close this thing out next turn. Unless they're running a sweeper, unless I can't really close out the game immediately here. But I think we should have enough damage here to really close things up. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I could kill that too. That'd be nice. But let's see what happens. I need to get this down first. I want to make sure. Blue, white. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I can activate 3 of these things here. 1. 2. And then I guess I really don't want the Shieldred blocking, huh? So I guess that'll have to do for now. I don't really love this, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, actually blowing that up is pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie, just because I don't get the lifelink now, which could be relevant later. Is this enough damage actually? It's not. Okay. Close, but no. Oh man, that's so close. Here comes a sweeper too, huh? Is it deadly cover-up? If it's deadly cover-up, they could probably exile something too. Okay, go for the throat is very good. Spot removal, we're not worried about. We're not worried about spot removal. That's huge. That is huge. Let's go. That's a W, man. I mean, I guess they gain some life though on the card draw here. Is that enough to keep them alive? They block here. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, that's not enough. That is not enough. G to the G's, baby. Another big win, man. That felt good. All right, we're going first with a very sketchy looking hand, but sketchy hands are what I live for. Let's do this. Come on, land. Ooh, I hate that I'm throwing this away, but I have to. I gotta hit a land, period. End of story. Stay committed here, man. All right, that's a card. Could kill it now, be done with it. But I think I'd rather smite it. All right, let's try. Let's try to smite it. The protection spells, though, are going to be abundant, I would imagine. I want to smite this instead. Here comes the protection spell. All right, at least we got it out of their hand, right? That's cool. It has been taken out of their hand. This is attacking or blocking, so we have to wait for the next turn to get that rolling. Oh my gosh, and we missed a land drop. That's not good. That's not good, but I asked for this. I did, in fact, ask for this, so my own fault. You keep a 2-lander going first. Ooh, you never know, man. You never know. All right, so they put the demonic ruckus here. I'm gonna try to do this. Let's go, big money. I figured that was gonna be the case. All right, that's big. That's also pretty big. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go. We might actually be back in this. Another smite is solid. Another smite is solid. Another hero. Okay. Interesting. Stealing the flood pits. And a demonic ruckus. Okay. Ooh, keeping its power or toughness at 3. We'd love to see that. We love to see that. Okay, so we're going to try and bounce the scavenger. Everything we do here depends upon the opponent's next few plays, and that changes things quite a bit here. Oh, please don't have a protection spell. For the love of God, please don't have a protection spell here. Got it, right? We got it, right? We got it? Let's go! Okay, dropping you. Dropping you. Get out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh, that felt good. Okay, let's get this down. Get what we need for the Zur. Oh, this feels good, man. This game started out so bad, too. I was like, it really sucks, too, because we are a really good matchup for them. Like, we should have a good game against Boros Auras almost always. So it was feeling pretty bad not to just stomp them into the ground, you know? All right, they can't replay that. What do they got here? Another Sheltered by Ghosts, huh? That is annoying, I will say, because I needed that. I did need that. They have Ward too. Just enough to smite them away here. Play the 3-mana, do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, play it. Make my day. GG's, guys. GG's. Absolutely. The worst case scenario for the opponent here. Thanks for the extra mana and a great attacker with lifelink this turn. Appreciate that. I mean, just disgusting. Just disgusting. It doesn't get any better, guys. Oh, this is so much fun. And now we're back up to full health. Unreal. When I say this deck is feeling good, I mean it's feeling really, really good. I hope they Sheltered by Ghosts this Schemer. I'll just play another one. That'd be sick. GG's, let's go. So I'm talking about 93, 93. Ah, come on. All right, let's see if we can't get to the promised land of 93%. Hand looks okay. No, it doesn't look okay, does it? No. An uncastable Zur, a Leyline Binding for full mount, and yeah, that's just not it. That's a lot better because we've got the Beanstalk. What's more important here, Sunfall or the Binding? Maybe the Binding. Smite could be good depending on the matchup. I guess we keep it on top just in case, on the off chance the opponent's aggressive. Come on, land. Yes, we got to land. I need a white source though, so I can get the Overlord down when I, you know, on turn 4 would be nice. So I'll take either a land or a Haunt Woods off the top. Would be the most ideal things here. I guess the blue Overlord would help a lot too. We'll see. We did get the white source we were looking for. That's nice. Pass the turn. Got the Leyline Binding for 3. Hopefully we get a target here. Maybe a Glissa. A Cave is kind of strange to see there, but... Golgari, give me the Glissa. Yes, we got the Glissa. And we got the card draw. Big money, baby. Let's go. Take that out. And let's go ahead and get this down. Draw another card. And it's another Beanstalk. I mean, that's really good. 2 Beanstalks stacked is crazy good value. It's kind of cheating, honestly. I think Beanstalk is one of the most oppressive cards you can be running right now. It is ridiculous. Virtue, that's fine. You got another one, maybe? You sure do. Anoint Affliction, sure. Sunfall could be good. It's not a bad card. It's not a card I want to throw away, I think. But I mean, at the same time, I do got to start fishing out. I don't know. I got to start fishing out Overlords here. A couple more Overlords. A green Overlord, obviously. Because without the green one, Zur is unable to get played. Shieldred. Honestly, you know, it's so funny. Shieldred was the one card I was considering keeping the Sunfall for. I had a feeling it was coming down. All right, well, we've got a couple options we can do here. I can double smite it, or I can just send it back with the locked whale for now. We will see what they decide to do. It's a Haunt Woods, okay. Yeah, for now, I think we send it back. They keep it on top, no surprise there. That's nice. That'll probably get us a lot closer to our green Haunt Woods, right? Let's see what happens, though. Our green Overlord? No. That's a no-go. But I did get another bounce spell for the Shieldred, which is pretty cool. I guess in the meantime, let's get this down. Come on, Haunt Woods. No, but we got a Sunfall. I mean, we keep drawing into relevant spells, so that's kind of nice. Got the Overlord down. This does hit attacking and blocking creatures, so I would imagine the Shieldred's going to block the Overlord here. Never mind, they're going to sweep the board. Okay, that works too. That works. Another one. I mean, we gotta hit the Haunt Woods, and without it, we're cooked. So keep on going. Keep on sending it until we find it. Leyline Binding's nice. Haunt Woods, come on. Yes, there it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially going to be able to close the game out now. That's going to be a GG's. Let's see. No beanstalk needed here. Too much card draw. Let's pass the turn. And how many cards are we discarding here? Quite a few. 10 cards in hand, so discard 3. Beanstalk, you, and you. Okay. 1 mana Leyline Binding ready to go. Take out the Virtue. Yep, perfect. That's what we were hoping for. That's kind of nice. We'll take this out. And that should be game, I would imagine. I mean, the Zer's coming down, which means an absolute beatdown of epic proportion. Absolute beatdown. Take you. We're going to take the biggest things here. You. And you. And we swing through for a boatload. And I mean a boatload of damage. Not to mention we're gaining all of that life, which is absurd. Up to 37. Oh, that's so silly, man. I think the Zer is got to be the most amazing card right now for me in Standard. It truly is. It is so amazing. All right, good game. I was going to say either it's good game because they got another deadly cover-up or good game because we cooked them there. So let's go. We're not 93. Are you kidding me? All right. We are taking a bit of a risk with this hand, but I'm keeping it. We do have a lot of early interaction that is playable. We have double blue, which gets me the flood pits if we hit a third land, which is all I really care about. Let's go. That's big. I think I'm going to play this just in case we get a green source off the top. I want the option to play the Overlord of Hauntwoods. Okay. I like the Defector Might as an option. That's kind of crazy. All right, gosh, do we send that back? No, probably not, right? All right, let's get this down. Let's just try to find a Sunfall. I think that's our best bet. Just try to find the Sunfall. There it is. So many good cards here. It's got to be the Flood Pits, right? Gosh, that's such a hard throwaway, though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, the Flood Pit's going off here. I don't know if I should try to smite and, you know, double up on removal next turn. Like maybe I try to do a Get Lost and then I try to do a smite in response to the protection, something like that. Or if I should just do the Haunt Woods and then try to Sunfall the following turn. I'm just afraid I won't last that long and we're gonna die, but it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say what the right call is here. I mean, hopefully they just swing through with the Might here and get a little aggressive and I can just pick off a couple of things next turn. But then again, there's probably that protection spell too. I haven't seen anybody running the Defector Might yet. Pretty sweet little card there. Good old Boros, man. Dominating the Standard ladder right now. Normally I would have a lot to say about that, but this Might is actually making things extremely difficult on us. Just waiting on the opponent here. Sorry, guys. I was going to say, you're going to send in the Might? Not sending in the Might. Just the Scavenger and the Hero with no benefits, huh? No pump spells. It didn't seem like there was a priority stick whatsoever there, which tells me the opponent probably doesn't even have that protection spell ready to go. I think, though, because they didn't deal any damage to us, really, I think we could take the time here to set up the Haunt Woods into the Sunfall. I really do. I don't think there's any pressure for us to have to worry, because I don't think there's any way they're dealing 16 damage here. There's no way, right? Let's see if they're willing to tap their Might. They're not. Okay. They suspected I might have had something there. I don't know what they might have suspected I had. Maybe a Flood Maw. But they thought I had a 1-mana spell that could interact. I wish the Smite said deal 3 damage to a tapped creature. That'd be really helpful, but it is attacking or blocking. But let's finish this thing out strong, man, with a big Sunfall. And honestly, I would imagine they concede after that, unless they're playing it really slow and safe and they have a handful of, you know, pieces that they need. Okay, they finally activate their land. pumping up the hero. And it's a challenger. Okay, so they overplay their hand a little bit here on this one, which is great news for us. Let's see. No need to, no need to try to hit him with my smite. We know the smite, it's obviously taken out by the simple defector might. Let's go ahead and clear up the board here. And let's see how badly that crushes the opponent's soul here, because that's pretty hard to come back from when you got that many creatures on the field and you're a Boros player. I just hope it's not another one of these challengers, because they have haste and they could recover pretty fast. Okay, that also has haste. And a Sheltered by Ghost. That's not terrible though, because whatever they take here, let's go. That's gonna give me a creature back, which is pretty sweet. Full bodied, by the way. All right, that should do it, guys. I mean, we're gonna take care of the slick shot here, and they're probably gonna try to protect it with something, and then we're just gonna smite it away, and that'll be a wrap, honestly. Let's see if they've got the protection spell. Looks like it might be a pump spell. The opponent's considering, doing something now. I hope I don't eat my words here. I hope I'm able to pull this off. It does have ward too, which can make things a bit tricky here. Maybe the play here is actually to blow up the Sheltered by Ghosts, so they can't protect it, and then I get my flying blocker back to try to block the show off, forcing them into pumping it, and then we'll hit it with the smite after it has no ward. All right, so now it has no more ward, right? And then if they try to pump it because they don't want me to block into it, I can hit them with that smite. I think that was definitely the best move we could have made there. And there's a GG's. Let's go, dude. Huge. What a run, though. This deck is so sick. What an absolute run, dude. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. This one was really good, it feels like. In my opinion, probably the best deck we have currently to rank up with. I don't play a lot of meta stuff, so this one feels really, really powerful, and it just feels like pretty easy rank ups to me. Every time I play this deck, I feel like the odds are absolutely my favorite. It has good answers for everything, for the most part, but there are, some tougher matchups for sure. Control can be a little bit of an issue, I'm sure, but this deck is just a lot of fun and very, very good. So I hope you guys have some fun with this video and got some, value out of today's deck list. But yeah, thanks for watching all the way to the very end. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another one. And a huge thank you, as always, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. So huge shout out to you guys for supporting me monetarily every single month. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps out so very much. So thank you. And we'll hopefully see you tomorrow on the video as well as the live stream. We'll see you guys there. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.